Okay, here's a good question. Is cabin wood flooring worth buying today? Yeah. That really is an interesting question. The market's odd right now. I don't know when you're watching this, but we are when are we in? We're at the 1st of August of 21. Market's really screwy right now. We've got labor problems. You know about the wood problems, the lumber problems they've had over the last year. We've seen lumber prices really fluctuate. So hardwood pricing is the most volatile it's ever been. What's interesting about cabin grade is its leftovers. Okay, the industry doesn't run by cabin grade prices. The industry runs off of S4S, the number one lumber. So when manufacturers go buy number one lumber, or they buy the whole tree and they saw it, cabin grade is what's left over. Okay, so all of their projections are done on the better material, the first quality running line material, and that's where they make their money. Cabin grade is supply and demand, 100% supply and demand. If it stacks up on them at the mill, the price comes down. If there's none of it in the mill, the price goes up. Well, because the number one stuff is so high right now, cabin grade is a little bit less of a value because it's supply and demand. There's less of it out there. We are fortunate. We have a deal with the manufacturer. We take all of theirs, so we've only seen one small price increase in the last 4 years. Other manufacturers or other retailers are going up quite a bit on theirs. So is cabin grade flooring worth buying today? At really cheap floors, it's a better buy today than it's ever been. I mean, I'm not being arrogant or talking hyperbole. When you can buy a cabin grade that's the quality of ours with aluminum oxide finish, solid for $1.99, and the same product number one's $4.99. It doesn't take a mathematician or an accountant to figure out. Either way, the floor is getting covered.
Right.
Okay. You got anything to add? I think cabin grade's a great deal, but you need to see it. Don't look at one board. Look at, what is 10 boards, 20 boards? What's a room going to look like? Are you going to be happy with it? It's going to have shorter boards. It's going to have more contrast and color between the boards. You may see some wormhole in some of it, okay? You're not really going to see open knot in our cabin. If you do, it's going to be really small. They throw that out. If you don't like short boards, you probably don't need to buy a cabin. But once you get it down, usually knowing you saved enough money to pay for all your kitchen cabinets, that's kind of a deal killer. So I think it's a great idea.